Here it says find the maximum temperature inside Renaissance house at the time at which they occur. The depth of water in a harbor T hours after midnight is d of t equals 4 cosine 30t plus 6 meters. Part A says sketch the graph of d against t for t between 0 and 24 hours. First of all, let's consider this function. And here it's a cosine. We know the coefficient of t only affect my period. My period is between 0 and 360. That means every 2 pi the cosine will be complete one period. So if I multiply this t by 30, so my period would be 30t would be between 0 and 12. That means every 12 this cosine will complete one period, and this number here will affect my amplitude. That means if my amplitude was between -1 and 1, this times I multiply by 4 is between -4 and 4. How far it goes up and down. And the number after my cosine that we will add up here will move up my graph 6 units up. Move up my graph 6 units, exactly 6 units. So I said, let me assume my unit circle to show after any 12 it will be complete one period. I start from 0 and after 2 hours I would be here 90 degree. After 6 hours 6 times 30 gives me 180. After 9 hours 9 a.m. 9 times 30 gives me 270, and after 12 hours I will have 360. So when I start from midnight, after 12 hours at noon, I will complete one period of cosine. And again, I will go for 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., and after 24 hours, I will complete two periods. So I will go for sketch the cosine graph. This time I try to show 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and 24. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and 24. Okay, now I will go for my output, which is, as I said, for affect my amplitude, which is between -4 and 4. So for 0, that I have 1, cosine of 0 gives me 1. 1 times 4 gives me 4, plus 6 gives me 10. So I will have my output start from 10. Um, so for 3, at 3, which my cosine is 0, my output would be 6. So my output would be, let me get 6 here, 6. So for 3, 6. And at 6, which my cosine at 6 is cosine of 180 degree is -1. -1 times 4 would be -4, which is 2. So the minimum is 2 and the maximum is 10. I start to complete this. And again at 9 would be 6. At 12 would be 10. At 15 would be 6. At 18 would be 2. At 21 would be 6. And at 24 would be 10. Now I join this point together. It's my graph. So I will go for part B. It says find the highest and lowest depths of water and the time at which they occur. We said the lowest would be 2 meters and the highest is 10 meters. So 2 meters. Only I put m to use my unit and 10 meters as the highest. And which time? 2 meters at 6 and at 18. Lowest, I should say lowest, at 6 a.m. and 18. That means 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., which is 2 meter. I will go for highest. I put H here, which is 10 meter. And at 0 at midnight at the start. And 12 p.m. and 24. After 24, the highest depths I will have. Part C says a boat requires water depths of 5 meters to sail in. Will the boat be able to enter the harbor at 8 p.m.? Let's put 8 p.m. here. So now to solve this, let me change my color. I put 8 in my function, so t of 8 equals 4 of cosine of 3 times 8 plus 6. It would be cosine of 240, and cosine of 240 gives me -1/2. So 4 times -1/2 gives me -2 plus 6, which is for that's less than 5. So the boat won't able to enter the harbor at 8 p.m.